As far as the running back group goes, I don't think it's that good of a group, to be honest. I'm not as harsh on Swift as others are, but he's not a 3-down back. I think in a 1-2 punch with one of these guys in the draft, he can have a good role, though. I think they can use him more as a pass catcher, get him out in space. We saw some of the biggest explosive plays the offense hit last year were him on kind of those perimeter runs. He had the one that broke the game open against Washington to get them going. He had one against Green Bay where he put Xavier McKinney on skates the first time they played. So out in open space, he's a good player, but he's got below average vision between the tackles. And he's not just, he's not a thumper type. Like in short yardage, you don't want him. And I think Roschon Johnson in third and fourth and short situations, he has value, but I don't think he's a true guy in a 1-2 punch at this point in his career that you're like, yeah, we'll give him 10, 15 touches a game. I think he's your third back, right? So I do think they'll draft somebody. It doesn't have to be Ashton Jeanty. It could be a Caleb Johnson or a Marion Hampton. He could be a trade down guy, by the way, because I do think he goes in the first round. Quinshon Judkins is a guy I really like out of Ohio State. I think his skill set would mesh well with Swift. So while I don't love the room right now, you're one good draft pick away from me really liking it because I think Swift as a second guy with his kind of speed skill set with a guy who can be more of a 3-down in between the tackles player who's also explosive. I think that's a really good role for him. So if they draft and hit on somebody, all of a sudden this running back room goes from maybe a bottom 10 group in the NFL to a top 10 unit. So they just got to get that pick right. But I do want to emphasize they need to draft a running back. I don't love how the room sits right now.